Today's lesson is going to be all about drawing a winter hat that shows a pattern. A pattern is a shape, line, or design that repeats. Let's get started. Here's an example of a hat that I've already done, and we're going to start with the bottom part of the hat. I am going to be using a Sharpie marker for mine. You can use a regular black marker, a black crayon, or a pencil. I am going to start with a horizontal line near the bottom of my paper. Not all the way at the bottom, but close to the bottom. I'm leaving some empty space between my line and the edge of my paper. Now I'm going to draw the side of the bottom part of the hat with two short lines that go up and then connect with another horizontal line across the top. So I made a really long, skinny rectangle. Now I'm going to start adding some lines. And the next part I'm going to draw is the top part of the hat, the round part. And then I'm going to add a little circle on top for the ball on top of the hat. I'm going to put a little dot near the top of my paper, and I'm going to draw my curve down from that dot all the way to that rectangle at the bottom. And I'm going to repeat on the other side. Now let's draw a circle right on top of that hat for the little snowball, the little poofy ball that's right on top of that hat. Now it's time to add different sections of the hat. Each section or space is going to have a new pattern inside. So I'm going to draw one line across my hat and two lines across my hat so that I have three spaces for patterns. An example of a pattern would be shape patterns like circles, triangles, circles, triangles. Another example would be color patterns like blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow. So any shape, line, design, or color that repeats itself is a pattern. So I'm going to start by using some shapes to make a shape pattern. I'm using circles and squares for my shape pattern, the top of my hat. Now I'm going to draw some lines because in this middle section, I'm going to create a color pattern. Now down here, I'm going to repeat the same shapes from the top. Circle, square, circle, square. Does anybody know what comes next? If you said circle, you are correct. I'm going to finish with a square. All right, now it's time to start coloring our wonderful winter hat. So I'm doing my color pattern first by coloring magenta and blue, and then at the bottom with yellow and blue. Now I'm working on my shapes, and you can use any color you want. I'm using crayons for mine. You could use markers or crayons, whatever you have with you, that is what you should use. Now I'm going to fill in some of the empty space that is around my hat. I'm going to draw a snowflake. An easy way to draw a snowflake is to start with an X and draw a straight line right through the middle. You can make them big, small, or medium size. If you have a bunch of different sizes, your artwork will have variety, and variety keeps your artwork interesting. So I'm going to just continue adding lots of different sizes of snowflakes all around my hat to keep my artwork interesting. All right, maybe a few more up here in the top right-hand corner. All right, so now that I've drawn all my snowflakes, I think I'm going to add a little bit of extra color to my snowflakes. I'm also going to use different colors as well. So I started with the dark blue, and now I'm going in with a lighter bluish green color. Just again, to give my artwork variety. This extra pop of color will also make my artwork much more beautiful. I can't wait to see your awesome winter hats when they are complete.